Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Q3 is historically the worst quarter for crypto. Guys, we've been talking about this over the last several months now, yet people act surprised every time it's bad. This coming from Lady of Crypto here on Twitter. And then she follows up with this. Okay, Q4 is historically the best quarter for crypto, yet people never prepare for it because they're depressed AF in Q3. And, I don't want us to fall prey to this, guys. Follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if you're interested in what I'm doing this bull run. Q3s in the past. Okay, check this out. We even have the 2024 numbers up here. Negative 5.6%. Now, if you guys don't know when the quarter begins and ends, July, August, September, that would be Q3. In 2023, we saw it down 11.54%. Even in 2022, the first bear year, we saw Q3 down 2.57%. Now, in 2021, guys, that was a bull year. That was up. And in 2020, we even saw 17.97%. But by and large, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 quarters that were down compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarters that were in the green for Q3 throughout all of crypto's history. Now take a look at that compared to Q4, guys. Q4 2023, we were up 56.9%. In 2021, that was the bull year, 5.45% in that particular quarter. Look at 2020, though. We really did see a lot of those gains accumulate in 2020. 168.02% in 2020. 2019 was down. 2018 was down. Look at 2017. Okay, this was the bull year 2 cycles ago. 215.07% in 2017. You guys compare these quarters. Q4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bullish quarters compared to 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, 4 bearish quarters throughout the entirety of cryptocurrency's history. So, I'm looking forward to Q4 2024. This is going to be the beginning, guys, of us making a lot of money this bull run. Again, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if you're interested in what I'm trading, if you're interested in seeing how I've learned from my mistakes in the past too. So Bitcoin here on the daily, guys. There has been a bit of a downturn. I noticed, a lot of the crypto space is in the red. I was busy yesterday out with family. We're at a $58,100 Bitcoin right now. But the market actually really dropped quite significantly in the last 24 hours. I mean, sentiment is still in neutral territory here at 46. We have seen the market cap go down a little bit to $2.04 trillion. That's down about 1.57%. 24-hour volume, though, that is also down 35.43. Bitcoin was actually one of the ones that didn't take the brunt of the hit. Its dominance is up to 56.3. But in the last 24 hours, you guys can see many different altcoins did take a hit. Some worse than others. But, most in single digits, some in the higher single digits, though, which is not great. Again, this is an ebb and flow. If you guys were wondering about your portfolio, need to know what happened in crypto, here is the latest news on some trends. So some of the things that were happening just in the news, generally speaking, I mean, it is the weekend. It is also a long weekend. So kind of slow just in general for news. However, some major things did happen. A Brazilian judge has suspended social media platform X after Elon Musk failed to name a legal representative in the country. According to an Associated Press report, the Supreme Court Justice Andre de Moraes, he followed through with his intention to suspend the platform after X's global government affairs team said it would not comply with illegal orders to censor political opponents in Brazil. So this is more of a question. I'm seeing. I have seen Elon post over there on the X platform that he is not agreeing with this evil dictatorship and this fact that they want to censor the X platform for political gain. Elon has openly criticized Moraes, calling him evil and a dictator for his alleged illegal political censorship. Moraes claims he was investigating the social media platform for allowing the spread of misinformation related to former President Jair Bolsonaro. Shortly after the suspension was announced, Brazilian users still reported they could access the social media platform. Apparently, Elon Musk was saying that you could use a VPN to access that. There's also the Mt. Gox story, guys. Bitcoin sluggish momentum could carry over into September. And, it's funny because we're looking at, the crypto space in terms of quarters. Just the other day, I did discuss briefly how September is generally a bearish month, so let's not get too excited yet for September. But then there's the Mt. Gox thing. Mt. Gox is set to distribute $2.7 billion before the end of 2024 on Kraken, but the repayments are unlikely to cause a significant market impact, according to an August 29th report by crypto analytics provider Keiko. Guys, here's the quote. Kraken has handled Bitcoin ETF flows with just a minor increase in slippage as the U.S. market did close. Its liquidity profile suggests that any additional selling pressure from Mt. Gox repayments is unlikely to cause structural issues that could affect broader markets. Mt. Gox creditors have been waiting to receive over $9.4 billion worth of Bitcoin for the past 10 years, guys, which has since appreciated 8,500% in value, meaning that numerous investors will likely look to sell. And so that is, part of the reason why they are projecting that this market could go lower. I know some people are looking for this to go lower, perhaps making lower lows here on the Bitcoin chart before we really do start moving up again. If we are to see a bearish September, I mean, it could in fact be the case. Let's take a look at XRP really quickly here. XRP still trading in the 50s right now, 55.8. So yesterday it was in and around 57 cents. And we've just been seeing XRP pretty much vacillating, not seeing too much in terms of any kind of, special movement for XRP, just kind of following the rest of the crypto space. Here's another interesting way to look at the market. And guys, over there at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel, I'm going to be taking a look at many of these different analytics, and I'm going to be compiling, my plan based on what I've been seeing out there in the crypto space, taking in all kinds of new information. I think we had a pretty successful live Q&A event on Friday. For those Patreon subscribers, you guys can watch the replay over there at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. CryptoCon, though, posted this. Okay, distractions are coming in one after another to keep you from what happens next. Guys, this is the point. We got to keep our eye on the prize. As Lady of Crypto did, just to go back to this, as Lady of Crypto did point out here, quarter fours are historically the best quarter in crypto, yet people are never prepared because they're so depressed in quarter three. Well, guys, this is, kind of the same idea here. The Bitcoin price action we're seeing here comes at the end of every blue year. It's boring, but it's preparation for the year of all-time highs, which is the red year. So let me just show you guys this chart here. The blue year coming off that, and we're looking into the red year. So red denotes the top of the market here. And even if you take a look at how these market cycles go, okay, we've seen this 4-year market cycle time and time again. And it doesn't pinpoint it to the date, the actual highs of the market or the actual lows of the market, but it's interesting. November 28th, these are the dates that CryptoCon has pinpointed here. Top of the market 2013, November 28th. I mean, give or take several days. Top of the market 2017 was November 28th, give or take November 28, 2021. And what he's predicting is November 28, 2025. Now, take a look at the green years, guys. This denotes the bottom of the market. November 28, 2014, November 28, 2018, November 28, 2022. And what he's projecting is we're going to see the bear market downturn in and around November 28, 2026. So perhaps a way to predict how and when we're going to get to those new highs. So he is saying his conservative range now for the Bitcoin cycle top has increased from 90 to 130 and is now $110,000 to about $160,000 per BTC. So I think that is something we should also be paying attention to. And be sure to be prepared, guys. I lost a few $1,000s in crypto. This coming from Ivory. A bit of a public service announcement here. She says she was not scammed or liquidated. Coinbase, okay? Coinbase currently has my funds and is unwilling to return them. And here's what happened. And then she gave this, she gives, her story here. I sent USDT to the Arbitrum network on Coinbase. Coinbase supports Arbitrum, and I had made a few similar transactions like this before, so I didn't really think twice about it. After an hour of not receiving my USDT, I contacted Coinbase. The first agent assured me that Arbitrum is indeed supported and that the transactions were just taking a while. The next day, I still didn't have my USDT. After speaking with 3 different agents, I was finally told that USDT is not supported and my funds were lost. I tweeted about my situation and found that hundreds of other people are in the same position as me. Coinbase is holding millions of dollars worth of assets from people who have made this mistake and claim there is nothing they can do, even though they hold the private keys to the wallets containing these assets. Everyone wants to talk about achieving mass adoption. when we don't even have a solution for simple mistakes like this. Let's do better, Coinbase. Again, over there at patreon.com, I'm letting my subscribers know my plan for cash out, guys. Part of this is not just relying on one cryptocurrency exchange, because I've been hearing these kinds of stories time and time again. There are solutions for that. So for more detail on what I'm going to be doing, patreon.com/workingmoney channel. I'm sorry I'm hitting it home so hard, guys, but we're getting to that point where, Q4 is coming up. We have to be prepared for this bull market. We do not want to squander this opportunity. And if you're like me and feel like you did not cash out enough crypto in the last bull run, let's not make that same mistake twice. So just wanted to thank Ivory here for sharing her story. Guys, I also happen to see this from XRP VRA. Uphold apparently has halted XRP trading just recently. Trading XRP has been halted. Down here, people are saying, well, it was working fine with me. I don't know if this has been rectified, or if it's just in maybe certain countries. Uphold has been halting XRP trading. Is it another glitch? Is something happening? Have you guys been having problems? Are you guys even using the Uphold exchange? Something I would be keeping my eye on, considering government policy is looking like it is starting to, depending, I guess, on who gets in to the White House, not looking great for crypto holders, guys. Utter madness, says Michael Branch here. A tax on unrealized gains is really a category all in its own. This coming from Forbes. Apparently, the Harris administration is suggesting that they are going to tax unrealized gains. As someone who works in tech startups, I get to see firsthand how capital investment fuels innovation, and I've watched with growing alarm as the Harris campaign floated and has now committed to a 25% tax on unrealized capital gains. So if you live in the United States, and if you hold cryptocurrency, and if you are a registered voter, you probably should think very, very carefully on who you're going to vote for this time around. In today's polarized political environment, every idea tends to be framed in a certain way. Here, let me just get through this. It is a slippery slope here. Here are some of the problems with taxing unrealized gains. All right, so here are the meat and potatoes. Slippery slope. Once the mechanism for collecting this tax from the ultra-wealthy is established, it will inevitably be extended to people with lower net worths. Valuation, the price of an asset is unknowable before it is sold, and the government would be incentivized to manipulate valuations to the upside by the desire for tax revenue. Then there's liquidity. Taxpayers would be forced to liquidate assets in order to pay tax on unrealized gains, and these liquidations would destroy wealth for other people who own shares of the same asset or asset in the same class. So that could be for cryptocurrency. Asset inflation, a tax on unrealized gains gives those with influence over monetary policy the power to directly confiscate the property of private citizens. There's also capital flight here, okay, guys? Wealthy people have the resources to minimize their exposure to any form of wealth tax, even by moving en masse to a new jurisdiction. It has happened before and would happen again. Capital punishment. There's a saying that governments should tax what they want to see less of. As a purely behavioral matter, a tax on capital accumulation discourages wealth building and the deferral of consumption. And then there's unspoken motivation. Okay, taxing unrealized gains would generate only a tiny amount of revenue compared to federal deficits. By process of elimination, the real motivation for this proposal must be punitive in nature. So then this article does dive in more detail here. I will link it in the description of the video for you guys if you are an American citizen and are deciding to vote this year. Just remember these platforms, guys, when it comes to cryptocurrency. Wanted to thank Michael for sharing that. I also happen to see this from Michael too, just kind of shifting to the world stage. Algeria has gotten the official approval to join the BRICS New Development Bank. So, on the other side of the world there, we're seeing countries like Algeria now officially in the club. BRICS membership is growing. This is, a direct threat to the US dollar, but it's a soft threat. I don't think, it's seen as such an alarming threat, at least not at the moment. But guys, the more and more of these countries, join BRICS, the more they're going to debase the dollar, the more there's going to be a need for XRP in order to, transact amongst all these different currencies. Because don't forget, all these countries have their own currencies. And I know there's been talk of, perhaps using a BRICS dollar, but that is, still in the works, still in its infancy, if it is, in fact, being developed. So the announcement came straight from Dilma Rousseff, the bank's president, during the NDB's annual meeting in Cape Town. The NDB has been on a bit of a membership spree recently. They did recently introduce Bangladesh, Egypt, the UAE, and Uruguay all joined back in 2021. And Algeria now has a chance for a new economic opportunity. So BRICS membership is growing. This is very important, guys. Even if you don't think on the surface, well, that doesn't mean anything for me. I live in the United States. Why do I care if Algeria joins BRICS? Guys, this is going to have an influence on finance. The financial ecosystem is changing, has been changing for a few years now. I know it's been a slow progress, but eventually down the road, we're going to see a lot more of these changes really kind of affect finance and cryptocurrency adoption in the financial sector. So, a good reason to pay attention at which coins are going to be, prominent in this financial sector, and which coins you should be holding for the long term, and which coins might not be worth their weight for the long term either. So again, just wanted to thank Michael for pointing that out. Can anyone verify this? Now, is this a rumor or a trumer? Armando Patoja here posting this originally. This was retweeted out by Digital Perspectives. Breaking: rumors are circulating that Ripple has already paid the $125 million to the SEC, with a significant announcement expected next week. Well, I have been hearing murmurings of a significant announcement, but I don't know. I think we would probably know if the fine was finally paid, and I don't think that they would pay it before the 30-day allotment time for either parties to appeal. Appeal is the word I was looking for. According to Google's Gemini, they did. ChatGPT apparently has stated that they did pay. They already paid the $125 million. That is interesting, says Crypto Insight UK. Welcome to the Bahamas, saying not a big deal if they have paid it. It is on schedule. It is a big deal, though, says Crypto Insight UK. It means the SEC aren't appealing the immediate decision. So I think this is, more the question. Is the SEC appealing? Have they decided to do this? Have they gone on with this? Jacob Simon saying this is most likely BS. Shiva here even saying, they needed to pay this within a 30-day window according to the ruling of Judge Torres, but it is probably on a delay until a 60-day window expires to appeal. Unless they make a public statement they are not going to appeal, then the money will be released to them. I mean, all things to consider here. I did also want to mention Sherry did comment on this. What the other guy is saying is incorrect. Ripple must pay the $125 million. Paying the penalty does not waive appeal rights from either Ripple or the SEC. The funds are deposited into a separate account and held for a period of time. If Ripple wants to appeal the penalty of $125 million, then they can. If the appellate court rules in favor of Ripple or reduces the amount, then the SEC must return those paid funds according to the new ruling, and that is just how court goes. Apparently, I'm not a judge, I'm not a lawyer, I do not know, but apparently Sherry does have some insight, some knowledge on that. So there you go, guys. Probably has not been paid yet. I think we're still waiting to see if there is an appeal. Nevertheless, wanted to thank Crypto Insight UK, everybody else who participated in this. Digital Perspectives, Armando here, and of course, Sherry at Cherry Empress 21 on Twitter. And did you see this, guys? Wow, this is huge. Another XRP advertisement has been spotted in South Korea. I'm assuming this is in the capital in Seoul. XRP is about to revolutionize the whole world. This one courtesy of Ame Lee here on Twitter. It's interesting because the first XRP event in Seoul, Korea is happening on September the 4th. So if you guys are watching this on the day that I'm releasing it, it is only 3 days away, and it will feature a rare triple feature of both Brad, David, and Monica Long speaking. The new XRPL demos will also be showcased. So the KPW season is approaching it yet again. And Canalize RS, they're preparing various events, and this XRPL Zone Seoul in particular is expected to be a fantastic event with key members of Ripple, including Brad Garlinghouse, Joel Katz, and Monica Long. As part of the program, we are also preparing a VC demo day to showcase the XRP ledger-based projects. So please participate actively, guys. And again, there are already advertisements just promoting this event. So that is coming up very soon. I mean, if you didn't already know it, the institutional adoption is happening faster than we even expected, guys. This was a clip from back in May that Smoke posted back then. Institutional adoption of crypto is happening. And this gentleman here, I don't remember who he is. I do remember showing this clip in the past, I think. But this gentleman here is saying, no, it is on track and it is moving fast. Listen to this.
I'm assuming that the audience wants to know what are the key so whats. And the key so what is that global institutional adoption is tracking much faster than you would think. If you read the press, you would think blockchain and crypto is people that have created things like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they're building DeFi and NFT platforms and other things. And you would believe, if you read the press, that the big asset managers don't need it and aren't involved. They are. Of the top 50, 52% of them, that's more than half, have a digital wallet or some digital custody or digital trading offering already in place. That includes every Chinese large bank, because they needed their digital wallet support to support ECNY, which the digital yuan, and so on. 42% of them can already offer you and handle digital monies, which includes CBDCs like ECNY that I just mentioned, but it also includes stablecoins, for example, a Tether or a Circle. And about a third of them are also beginning to get involved in digital assets or digital commodities, which includes the Bitcoin ETFs. So the BlackRocks and the Fidelities of the world have already launched their Bitcoin spot ETFs.
I'm going to leave it there. There's about another 50 seconds left of this clip. However, guys, you can see what's happening here. The Bitcoin ETFs really did spur it on, but it's really the institutional adoption of the real-world cryptocurrencies that are going to get things really ripping, and that are really going to get, this kind of, coin market cap list here probably start flipping on its head. Historically, when we've seen Bitcoin as the number one cryptocurrency and Ethereum, we're likely going to see some other cryptocurrencies, likely XRP, but other real-world utility coins that are probably way further down on the list start moving up very, very quickly, just because we will see this, this real-world activity occurring fast and furiously. Now, Xena XRP did post this, but do you understand why this date is important, guys? She is talking about today, September the 1st. So far, I haven't seen anything, but she says that date will accelerate everything. So it could be something that's happening in the back, behind the scenes. The domino effect we were all talking about for years. A couple of days ago, I said the US, but also the world, need to act accordingly. There is no coming back from this, and they will have to act fast, very fast. And then suddenly, yes, this is a new era for cryptocurrencies in the financial world. September 1st will change everything. Things that make you go, now, I wouldn't think too much of this until I saw this. Okay, guys, from Crypto Area at Sentosumo Saba. Do we only make predictions at the end of the calendar year? I think not. Therefore, I predict the big influencers and popular channels in this XRP community very soon will not be focused on Ripple. How soon? Very soon. XRP strong. That is interesting, because as long as I've been doing this channel, Ripple has been the number one powerhouse behind XRP. But Sentosumo Saba here is saying, maybe there will be a focus on, another company. Could it be that XRP itself is just going to be utilized in such a grand capacity, and maybe in a different kind of use case that will just blindside the XRP community, that will dwarf Ripple's importance in this whole situation? I don't know, guys. This is a very, very cryptic message here from Crypto Addy. I wanted to thank her for pointing that out. Today is September the 1st. Are we going to see something move? Are we going to see something important happen? I don't know. It is still early in the morning, but I will keep you guys posted if I do hear something. That is just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.